If you are a man over 60, what I'm about to share could quite literally change the course of your health in the years ahead. Prostate problems are not just a private inconvenience. They affect sleep, confidence, comfort, and in some cases, they can lead to more serious complications if ignored. What many men don't realize is that the habits we practice every single day, habits that might seem harmless, can slowly but steadily place stress on the prostate gland. You may have noticed changes like frequent urination, waking up multiple times at night to use the bathroom, difficulty starting or stopping your urine stream, or simply feeling like your bladder doesn't completely empty. These are more than just signs of aging. They are signals that your prostate may be under stress. Now, here's the hopeful truth. Prostate enlargement is not only about age. Yes, getting older increases risk, but your daily choices play an equally powerful role. In my clinical experience, I've seen men well into their 70s and 80s who live comfortably, sleep soundly, and rarely experience prostate discomfort, simply because they learned how to change a few small habits. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 10 everyday habits that may be quietly enlarging your prostate. By the end, you'll understand the practical steps you can take to ease pressure on your prostate, improve urinary comfort, and protect this vital part of your health naturally. And please, don't just watch this for yourself. Share it with a friend, brother, or loved one who may also benefit. When it comes to men's health, knowledge shared is health multiplied. Let's count down these 10 habits together, starting with number 10. Not drinking enough water. One of the most common yet overlooked mistakes I see in older men is chronic dehydration. Many seniors deliberately cut back on water because they want to avoid bathroom trips, especially during the night. It feels logical. Drink less, pee less. But unfortunately, this short-term fix creates long-term problems. When you don't drink enough, your urine becomes concentrated. That concentrated fluid irritates the bladder lining and places pressure on the prostate, which sits just below the bladder. Over time, this irritation contributes to inflammation. And inflammation is one of the leading factors in prostate enlargement. Certain medications, including common ones for blood pressure or heart conditions, can also worsen dehydration. If water intake is low on top of that, the risk multiplies. The solution is surprisingly simple. Drink consistently throughout the day in smaller amounts. Don't chug water all at once, but take regular sips. A good sign of hydration is urine that is clear or pale yellow. Remember, water is not the enemy of your prostate. It is one of its greatest protectors. Habit 9. Sitting too much without movement. Modern life encourages long hours of sitting. Whether it's watching television, working at a desk, or relaxing in a recliner, many seniors spend extended periods seated. The problem is, prolonged sitting puts continuous pressure on the pelvic region, where the prostate sits. That pressure decreases blood circulation, which the prostate needs for healing and normal function. Poor blood flow equals more inflammation and greater risk of swelling. To make matters worse, sitting weakens the pelvic floor muscles, making it harder to fully empty the bladder. Leftover urine in the bladder only increases irritation. Breaking this cycle does not require intense exercise. Simply standing up every 30 minutes, walking for a few minutes, or doing light stretching can make a measurable difference. Even gentle movement helps restore circulation and relieve pelvic pressure. Think of it this way. Sitting is not rest for the prostate. Movement is. Habit 8. Too much caffeine. Coffee and tea are staples in many households, and 1 cup in the morning is usually not an issue. But when caffeine intake is high, multiple coffees, strong teas, or even energy drinks, it quickly becomes a hidden enemy of prostate comfort. Caffeine acts as a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. It also stimulates the bladder muscles, causing urgency and frequent trips to the bathroom. On top of that, caffeine tightens the bladder neck muscles, making it harder to empty the bladder completely. All of these effects combine to put stress on the prostate. The good news is moderation works wonders. Try limiting yourself to 1 cup of coffee in the morning. Switch to decaf, herbal teas, or caffeine-free alternatives later in the day. Notice how your urinary comfort improves when your caffeine levels are balanced. Habit 7. Overeating spicy and processed foods. Food is one of the most direct ways we influence inflammation in the body. While occasional spicy meals are not harmful, eating spicy dishes daily can irritate an already sensitive prostate. Ingredients like chili, black pepper, and hot sauces can increase overall inflammation and trigger discomfort. Even more concerning are processed foods, items like packaged snacks, canned meats, fast food, or frozen dinners. These are loaded with preservatives, salt, and unhealthy fats that increase water retention, disrupt hormones, and fuel inflammation. A diet built around these foods is essentially a slow recipe for prostate irritation. On the other hand, fresh foods rich in anti-inflammatory properties, such as leafy greens, berries, fish, nuts, and olive oil, actively protect your prostate. A simple shift in your diet, from packaged convenience to fresh nourishment, can dramatically lower prostate stress. Habit 6. Holding urine for too long. We've all delayed bathroom trips when busy or away from home, but making this a habit is harmful. The bladder sits directly above the prostate, and when the bladder overfills, it places downward pressure on the gland. Over time, this strain creates irritation and swelling. Older men are particularly vulnerable because bladder and prostate muscles naturally weaken with age. Holding urine also increases the risk of incomplete emptying later, leaving stagnant fluid in the bladder. That stagnant fluid is a perfect environment for bacteria, infections, and inflammation, all of which stress the prostate further. The fix is simple. Listen to your body. Go when you feel the urge. Protecting your prostate sometimes means respecting these natural signals rather than delaying them. Habit 5. Smoking and exposure to smoke. Few habits damage prostate health as severely as smoking. The toxins in cigarettes reduce blood flow, increase oxidative stress, and deplete the body's natural antioxidant defenses. Over years, this leads to tissue damage, chronic inflammation, and significantly higher risk of prostate enlargement and even cancer. Secondhand smoke carries the same risks. Simply being around regular smokers means your body absorbs harmful chemicals that contribute to prostate stress. The good news: quitting delivers almost immediate benefits. Circulation improves within weeks, inflammation decreases, and prostate tissue begins to recover. If you currently smoke, speak with your doctor about support options. If you don't, avoid exposure altogether. Your prostate will thank you for every smoke-free day. Habit 4. Skipping regular screenings. Many men avoid doctor visits until symptoms become severe. Unfortunately, that delay can turn small, manageable prostate issues into larger, more complicated ones. The prostate often enlarges silently, without obvious symptoms in early stages. Annual screenings, including PSA blood tests and physical exams, allow for early detection. Early detection usually means simple lifestyle interventions are enough, without the need for surgery or strong medications. Don't let discomfort or embarrassment stop you. Talking openly with your healthcare provider is one of the most powerful steps you can take to protect long-term health. Prevention is far less invasive than treatment. Habit 3. Eating excess. Red meat, especially processed forms like sausages, bacon, and deli cuts, is strongly linked to prostate inflammation. High levels of saturated fat, chemical preservatives, and cooking byproducts contribute to oxidative stress in the body. For older men, slower digestion makes red meat even harder to process. This leads to weight gain, sluggish metabolism, and increased pelvic pressure, all risk factors for prostate stress. You don't need to cut meat out completely, but moderation is key. Swap some red meat meals for fish, beans, lentils, or chicken. Incorporate plant-based meals rich in fiber and antioxidants. This not only eases strain on your prostate, but also supports heart and digestive health. Habit 2. Carrying excess. Belly fat, abdominal fat is more than cosmetic. It produces inflammatory chemicals that circulate throughout the body, including the prostate. This chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the strongest drivers of prostate enlargement. Excess weight also disrupts hormones such as testosterone and estrogen, further fueling growth of prostate tissue. On top of that, belly fat physically presses against the bladder and pelvic organs, intensifying urinary problems. The good news, even small amounts of weight loss matter. Losing just 5 to 10 pounds can ease urinary symptoms and reduce inflammation. You don't need extreme dieting. Simply smaller portion sizes, less sugar, and daily walking can create steady progress. Habit 1. Ignoring stress management. This is perhaps the most underestimated habit, but in my view, it is also the most dangerous. Chronic stress directly impacts the prostate by keeping the body in a state of inflammation. Stress hormones like cortisol disrupt immune function, tighten pelvic muscles, and worsen urinary urgency and discomfort. Many seniors carry silent stress, whether financial, family-related, or health-related, without realizing how strongly it affects the body. But research is clear. Relaxation and stress management are as important for prostate health as diet and exercise. Practical tools include deep breathing, light stretching, gentle walks, meditation, and meaningful social connection. Even 10 minutes of quiet relaxation each day reduces cortisol, eases pelvic tension, and promotes healing. Managing stress is not just about mental well-being. It is one of the most powerful natural therapies for your prostate. Now you know the 10 everyday habits that can quietly enlarge your prostate, and more importantly, how to reverse them. The question is, what will you do next? Don't feel pressured to change everything overnight. Start small. Drink a little more water. Add an extra walk into your day. Swap one processed meal for something fresh. Over weeks and months, these small adjustments add up to measurable relief. Remember, your prostate health is not out of your control. With awareness and consistency, you can ease discomfort, sleep better, and enjoy life with fewer interruptions. If this message resonated with you, please share it with a brother, a friend, or anyone in your circle over 60. Prostate health is too important to ignore, and too many men suffer in silence. You are not alone in this journey. With the right knowledge and small daily steps, your body has a remarkable ability to heal. Take care of your prostate, and it will take care of you.